Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. This is the Jefferson City Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades baseball. The Show Me Sports Network will recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball is brought to you by Centurion Communications, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cards, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Renegades Radio Network. Now, here's the voice of the Show Me Sports Network and the Jefferson City Renegades Radio Network, Blake Gazaway.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gazaway here with you from Clarinda, Iowa, at Clarinda Municipal Stadium and Eberly Field here in Clarinda as we get set for our nightcap in Game 2 of our split doubleheader. As Game 1, well, it was tough sledding for the Jeff City Renegades as they lost in a run-ruled game, so it ended before 9 innings as St. Joe beat the Mustangs beat the Renegades by a final of 13-1. Blake Gazaway here with you as we're going to bring you tonight's broadcast. This is a makeup game as the one that got rained out last Friday, so not quite a week ago. We got Game 1, and that was a 4-1 victory for the A's, but Game 2 got rained out. So that is why we're back today getting this game underway. Pardon me. As we'll take a look at your starting lineups, we'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard. That'll be your Jeff City Renegades as they will start in right field. Batting leadoff will be Caden Deal. Batting second, center fielder will be Tommy Reether. Batting third, first baseman Carter Mize. Batting fourth, designated hitter Hamilton Anderson. Batting fifth, playing third base, Seth DeNoyer. Batting sixth in left field will be Brady Voss. Batting seventh, at shortstop will be Joseph Keelholz. Behind the plate tonight, batting eighth will be Ale Claro. And batting ninth, the second baseman Jason Marte. And on the mound will be Andrew Patton as Patton gets the start for the game tonight. And happy birthday to him as today is his birthday. So he is celebrating that with a start on the mound. Taking a look at the starters for Clarinda, they'll start in left field. And batting first, Mason Manners. They'll bat shortstop. Batting second, Travis Welker. Batting third, first base, Trevor Andrews. Designated hitter batting fourth will be Talon Mullins-Ohm. Playing center field batting fifth will be Patrick McGinn. Catching behind home plate. Batting sixth will be Dylan Bailey. Batting seventh, playing third base, Najee Guthrie. Playing second base, batting eighth, Isaac Lopez. And right fielder, batting ninth, will be Isaiah Marquez. And on the mound for Clarinda will be Kean Allen, so he will get the start. We'll get their lines in just a minute for both starting pitchers as we're going to have the national anthem. So we'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network. We'll be back in just a second. as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Russ Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the second year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take the walk, Eddie.
Set the bar high and just go for it. You are destined for greatness.
Is it my imagination? Or is everyone telling me I'm already the next big thing?
Find your perfect self and follow your dreams.
My dreams weren't going so well. For some reason, life was feeling dark and I couldn't snap out of it. All I needed was a little support and a few new ideas. YourLifeYourVoice.org helped me get my life back on track. I can take it from here.
We are just about ready to get our ball game underway as National Anthem wrapping up. On the mound for the A's will be Kean Allen from Wayne State. He's a sophomore there, right-handed thrower. He has a 1-0 record. He's pitched in 5 games with 4 starts, has an ERA of 4.23. Does have 1 save as well. He's had 17 innings worked, given up 19 hits, 9 strikeouts, 5 walks, and he was slated to start that game that got rained out on Friday. So he gets the call for the start tonight. As we said, this is our second game of the day. First one, well, it's just one that we don't want to talk about much, but it did not go in favor of the Renegades as they lost by a final of 13-1. So they're trying to salvage a split of this doubleheader as the Clarinda A's enter with a record of 15-2, 9-11 is the record for the Renegades. As they'll start with right fielder Caden Deal. As Deal from O'Fallon, Missouri, 5'10", 170-pound left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at Northwest Missouri State. First pitch to him, called a strike on the outside corner as we are underway here at Eberly Field and Clarinda Municipal Stadium as the Jeff City Renegades playing the Clarinda A's. Deal will show bunt. He'll lay it down the third base line. Glove it, throw over to first in time, and that'll be a 5-3 put out. And that will be out number 1. So Tommy Reether will step in. He's playing center field in the second game here. He's from Washington, Missouri, 5'10", 190-pounder. Again, bats left-handed. Throws right to sophomore at Missouri S&T. So he'll dig in deep in the left-handed batter's box. First pitch to him, that one on the outside corner for ball 1. So he will be heading the count at 1-0. Allen will look in quick with the next pitch. That one's going to be a chopper. It's going to get through, and Reether is going to be standing on first base with a 1-out single. He will reach safely. First baseman Carter Mize will step in. Carter from St. Louis, Missouri, 6'2", 200-pounder. He's a lefty across the board, a junior at Missouri Baptist. So Mize will have the start at first base, just like he did in Game 1. He comes in hitting a .303 here in the season. First pitch to him, he's going to foul that straight back, get in on the hands, and it's fouled back. So he will be down at the count at 0-1. So Reether on first base takes the lead. That pitch outside, that'll even the count at 1-1 strike. We play here in the top of the first inning. 1 out, runner on first base. 1-1 count. That one's down central, called strike 2. That'll take the count to 1-2 strikes. So he will be down in the count now at 1-2. Mize had a hot bat, has kind of cooled off in the last several games. He'll foul that one straight back on the roof here in the press box. Said the first game, if they put just enough English, the net just goes straight up, and they put enough English, it may be coming through the windows here. That one was a lot closer than the first one. The first one bounced in the stands, and on its bounce almost came in the window. So 1-2 strikes to count. Allen's next offering upstairs. That takes us to 2-2 strikes. In the on-deck circle, designated hitter Hamilton Anderson. Mize does lead the team with hits at 23 this season. Throw over to first base, Reether back safely. Hamilton Anderson is set in the on-deck circle. He is second. They were tied going into the first game of the doubleheader with 22 hits apiece. That's a long ball. That one might be out of here as it's going to go into right field, going back, and the right fielder is going to drop it. That's an unfortunate break right there for both sides, as that's going to be the longest single that Carter Mize has ever hit in his career. And unfortunate for the A's that the right fielder, that's Marquez, dropped it. He had a tough play. Had to try to go over his shoulder to get it. That thing was just at the base of the wall. So that'll be 24 hits now for Mize. Hamilton Anderson, the designated hitter, he caught last game. He steps in. He's from Columbia, Illinois. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He's 6'3", 200-pound, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at State Fair Community College in Sedalia. So he's looking for his 23rd hit of the season. He's hitting a .319 entering this game here this evening. Next pitch, swing and a miss. He's down in the count at 0-2 strikes. He does have a team-leading 4 home runs as well as 18 RBIs. So he'll dig back in. Seth DeNoyer, the third baseman, will be in the on-deck circle. A pitch outside. That takes it to 1-2 strikes. So Anderson trying to protect the plate a little bit. 2 on, 1 out here as we play top of the first inning here in Clarinda. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 2 as Anderson will head back to the dugout. Now stepping in, third baseman Seth DeNoyer. DeNoyer from St. Charles, Missouri, 6 foot, 205-pounder. He's a right-handed thrower and batter. He's a junior at Indiana Kokomo. So DeNoyer will dig in. He's hitting a 132 clip. So he will dig in with 2 outs and 2 runners on. He's going to hit a chopper foul down the third base line. So he'll be down in the count at 0-1 strike. That one might have caught DeNoyer on the left ankle, too. He's trying to stretch that out outside the batter's box. The only other game here this evening will be Sedalia Bombers hosting the Chillicothe Mudcats at Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia. That's set for 7 o'clock first pitch. So the 0-1 offering from Allen on its way. Swing and a miss. That will be strike number 2. So Denoyer will be down in the count. He's going to step a little closer to the plate here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, 2 runners on. So we play top of the first inning. Next offering, that one outside. That'll bounce off the catcher and Bailey, but nobody goes anywhere. The on-deck circle, Brady Voss. He's playing left field this game. Looking at earlier, I meant to do it earlier this season, but he's got 12 hit by pitches. Next closest guy has 7. So he's almost doubled what the second place hit by pitch in the league has. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will be back-to-back strikeouts and end the inning. In the inning, there were no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning as we're scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball. You're on the Show Me Sports Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Wow, big things going on in the world lately. With so much confusion, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. We all want to believe in something, and the most important cause of all is your amazing self. YourLifeYourVoice.org has answers and advice for teens who feel left out and are starting to doubt themselves. You have so much to offer. YourLifeYourVoice.org can help you find it.
Renegades look like they were putting something together, but come up just short as this game set for 7 innings, as Andrew Patton will be on the mound getting the start for the Renegades. Want to say happy birthday to him. As what a better way to celebrate than spending it starting a ball game. This will be his first start, as he's pitched in 3 games, has a 3.85 ERA, 7 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's issued 7 hits. He's from Columbia, Missouri, right-handed thrower, 6'2", 200 pounds, at junior at Newman. So that is his line. Leading off will be left fielder and Mason Manners. He's hitting a .451, second on the team. He's hitting quite well. First pitch in there, dropped in for strike 1. Well, Manners will step back in. He's got 23 hits and 51 at-bats, including 5 doubles and 4 triples. That one misses the inside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. He's going to bunt it down the third base line. Denoyer will get it glove, throw over to first base. In time, Mize had to stretch for it, but they got the 5-3 put out. Denoyer came charging in, gets out number 1 to start the game. Shortstop Travis Welker, he's hitting a .375. He's got 21 hits of his own. Also has 22 walks this season, so he's hitting 3rd for the team average. He's been hit twice, only 5 strikeouts, so he is a walk machine to say the least. First pitch to Welker, that one outside, ball 1. He bats from the right-hand side of the plate. He'll dig back in. Next offering, that one down central, called strike 1. Claro doing a nice job of framing those pitches from behind the batter's box. Fine home plate. 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be hit into the air. Right fielder coming over. That's deal, and he will make the grab for out number 2. So that hit into shallow right field. Now batting first baseman Trevor Andrews. Andrews steps in. He's hitting a .239 clip. He has 11 hits in 46 appearances, so he's a right-handed batter. He'll step in, dig in. First offering from Patton. That one misses just a bit outside for ball 1. And Patton will look in. He'll get the sign. He'll take a deep breath. Next pitch. That one's going to be a chopper hit to Q Holes at shortstop. He'll glove it, throw over to first base, and that'll be a 6-3 putout. And that will be 3 up and 3 down. In the inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 1 inning to play, we're still scoreless. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
We'll go to the top of the second inning here as Renegades will send hitters 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. They'll start with Brady Voss, who's playing left field. First pitch to him inside. Ball 1. Voss from Lake St. Louis, Missouri, 6 foot, 175-pound right-hander across the board. Sophomore at Missouri S&T. That one hits the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. He is at Missouri S&T. 1-1 offering. That one outside. That takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. That one also outside and low. Takes it to 3 balls and 1 strike. The on-deck circle will be shortstop Joseph Keelholz and then catcher Ale Claro. That one's high, and Voss will jog on down to first base with a walk issued. Voss does have 11 walks now. Joseph Keelholz, a shortstop, he will step in. He is from Bonnets Mill, Missouri, 5'11", 195-pounder, left-hand batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at Northwest Missouri State. First pitch to him in there called strike 1. So Voss will be on first base after getting a leadoff walk issued to him. Claro in the on-deck circle. If he can get aboard, Jason Marte, second baseman for the second game here, will be up then. Fouled that one off. That's Keelholz. Caught that one just a little bit too late. Keelholz enters hitting a .250 on the season with 12 hits and 48 appearances. He has played in 15 games, so he's played in 3/4 of the games for the Renegades. Next offering from Allen, that'll be fouled off again. Keelhole's just a hair behind these pitches. I'm not talking about much. 340 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line here at Eberly Field. That one on the inside part of the plate, called strike 3. Keelholes is the first down of the inning. Now stepping in will be Ale Claro, the catcher for our second game. He is from Aruba. He's 5'7", 175-pounder right-hander across the board, a sophomore at Northwest Missouri State. Had a nice visit, a couple of messages to some of his family who's enjoying listening to the game in Aruba. So I'd like to welcome them to our broadcast. Hopefully they enjoy it all season long. I know they've been faithful listeners. First pitch to him upstairs, ball 1. They've been faithful listeners all season long, and we appreciate that. That one swung on and missed for strike 1. Claro taking a big cut there. See, we have listeners in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Washington, D.C., in Georgia, and Miami. Also in Aruba. Throw over to first base. Lost back safely. Washington, D.C., a new listener we have in our listening area today. That one's fouled back. So Claro will be down in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Said, now we have a listener in Iowa. Try to keep track of where listeners are from a little bit as best I can. The 1-2 pitch going to be a bouncing ball fielded by the shortstop. He'll toss it over to second, over to first, and they'll say double play. And that will get us out of the inning. That was a 6-4-3 double play. So that will be the inning as leadoff walk issued, but no damage done. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
It doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you say it often. Praise your child at least 4 times for every time you correct them, and you'll be on your way to raising a confident, caring kid. 4-to-1 Praise is just one of the many parenting tools from the experts at Boys Town. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to keep it positive and that helpful parenting advice is just a click away.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
We'll go to the bottom of the second inning as the A's will send up batters 4, 5, and 6. They'll have their designated hitter, Taylon Mullins-Holm, will lead off. He's hitting a .297 this season, has 22 hits in 74 at-bats, and he has played in, I think, every game that Clarinda has had. So he is a Ironman player, to say the least. So he'll dig in, right-handed batter. Patton's first delivery to him. It's going to be a little blooper hit into left field for a base hit. So he will be standing on first base. On the first pitch swinging, took it to shallow left field. Stepping in will be the center fielder, Patrick McGinn. Again, hitting a .224 this season. He's played in 21 games, so he's only played in one less than Mullins Ohm. So he's a left-handed batter. Patton's first offering to him. Outside and low, ball one. The next pitch will be on its way. Patton will look in. He looks in. That one's going to be fouled back, so that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. So that'll put him down. Even in the count at 1-1. No outs here as leadoff single was given to Mullins Ohm. That one's going to be hit right up the middle over the head of Patton. They'll have back-to-back singles. So McGinn will be standing on first base. So catcher Dylan Bailey, he will step in. Bailey's hitting just a 116. Does have 7 walks, 21 strikeouts. So he'll dig in. On the right-hand side of the plate, Patton will check the runner at second base. His first delivery, that one in there called strike 1. Bailey hasn't caught too many of the games that we have seen the A's. This is game number 4. I believe the previous 3 were caught by Gamboa. A 1 pitch, that one upstairs. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Patton giving up 2 hits here. Leadoff double. Next batter he faced gave up a second double. That pitch downstairs just missed, ball 2. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Patton will check the runner at second. There's a pitch. Bouncing ball is going to be fielded by Denoyer off the glove, but Keelholz gets it. Long throw to first base. That's going to take Mize off first base, but he is able to get that, and now we're going to have bases loaded.
Now batting, number 17, Najee Guthrie.
So third baseman Najee Guthrie will step in with bases loaded. He's hitting a team leading 500. He has 4 at-bats and 2 hits. He's been hit by a pitch once, walked twice. So he's going to foul that one out of play. So Guthrie, right-handed batter, digs back in, has the bases loaded here as we play in the bottom of the second inning. Patton's next offering. It's going to be a hard hit ball. Center fielder going back on it. To his left, he's not going to make the grab as Reether. Tough play for him, and it goes off his glove, and that'll score 1 run. 2 runs are in. They'll put up the stop sign. And it'll be a 2 RBI double for Guthrie. Well, Guthrie rockets that one into center field, and he's got 2 RBIs. Isaac Lopez will step in. So 2 runs scored on that double to center field. That clears 2 off the base path as Guthrie gets 2 RBIs and gives the A's a 2-0 lead. Second baseman Isaac Lopez, he steps in. He's hitting a .306 clip. He's played in 20 games and had 19 hits over 62 appearances. So he will step in. He's a right-handed batter. He'll landscape a little bit while there's a meeting on the mound. So Patton trying to limit the damage here in his second inning of work. So he's giving up back-to-back hits, 3 singles and a double in the first 4 batters that he has faced here in the bottom of the second inning. So Isaac Lopez, second baseman, steps in. Patton's first offering, that one outside, ball one. You know, Guthrie standing at second. Bailey standing on third base. They'll both take some healthy leads out there. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That pitch low. Claro does a nice job to keep it in front of him. So that'll take us to 2 balls and no strikes. There's going to be a hard hit ball. Denoyer has it, looks the runner back at third, throws over to first to get the out there. So that's just out number 1 on a 5-3 put out. So still runners in scoring at second and third base. So right fielder Isaiah Marquez steps in. He's hitting a .250 on the season. 16 hits to his name this season as we're about halfway through a 2020 Meek League campaign. First offering, that one called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. So Marquez will be down with no balls and 1 strike against him. 1 out here as we play the bottom of the second. A's have already plated 2, still have 2 runners on in scoring position. That one's going to be sliced foul over the first base dugout. So that'll put Marquez down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Turned out to be a beautiful evening here at the ballpark at Eberly Field and Clarinda Municipal Stadium. Rained the entire way up here for the most part for us, and the sky's cleared out. We've had clouds all day, but no rain. 0-2 pitch on its way. That one missed on the inside part of the plate. That'll take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. It did let up raining just a little bit when we were stopping for lunch in St. Joe, but as we headed out of St. Joe, we were met by more rain. So 1-2 offering, 1 out. On its way. That one low. So leaving the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marquez again. Right-handed batter digs back in, has 2 on at second and third base. A's lead 2-0 here, bottom of the second inning. That one fouled off, so we'll stay at 2-2. He'll step out, gather himself. Now he's stepping back in. Marquez steps in. Patton on the mound. He'll look in, get the sign he wants. Next delivery on its way. That one's going to be a chopper over Denoyer's head, and it's going to go into left field, and that'll score 2. As it's now a 4-0 lead. Both runners score. Denoyer just was not tall enough. He needed a step ladder there to get that ball, as that thing was rocketed about 10 feet over his head. And Marquez will get credit for 2 RBIs. So Mason Maynard steps in now. He is 0 for 1, hit into a 5-3 putout. So 4 runs plated here, still only 1 out. He's going to hit a hard, long fly ball. That's going to go in the gap, and it's going to go to the wall as it's in right center field, and they're going to try to score. The runner, he's going to have a triple and no play there, so that'll be a stand-up triple. That ball was in the gap and went to the fences. And that scores an RBI as well. Marquez scores from first base. And it's now 5-0. Shortstop Travis Welker steps in. He is 0 for 1. He had a fly out to right field. So he will dig in. He's got an 0 for 1 night so far. Patton takes a deep breath. Just 1 out here. That pitch misses. Ball 1. A 1 ball, no strike. One out here, runner on third base. That's Mainers after he got a stand-up triple in a ball that was hit to the gap and went to the fence in right center field. That one's going to be a little blooper hit into right field, and that'll score a run as Welker will be standing on first base. He's got an RBI. It's raining RBIs here at Clarinda. It's now a 6-0 ball game. We're only in the second inning, still one out. First baseman Trevor Andrews steps in again. We're toying with the idea of sending more than 9 batters to the plate in the inning. This is batter 9. Andrews has one on. Patton throws over to first, no tag. One out here. Andrews hit in a 6-3 put out. So they'll dig back in from the right-hand side of the plate. 6 runs have been plated here in the bottom of the second inning as the A's lead 6-0. That pitch on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. It'll be a good time here to see a twin killing. And into a double play to miss. Get out of the inning. That one's going to be a bouncing ball. Keelholz will have it at second. Only throw for him is over to first. He'll get the out there. So it's a 6-3 put out. Only out number 2.
Number 3, designated hitter, Taylon Mullinsome.
Well, Taylon Mullinsome will step back in his second plate appearance of the inning. He got things rallied with a single, followed by another single, followed by a third single, and then a double. That's how the inning started for the first 4 batters for the A's. He's going to hit a long fly ball into shallow left field. Coming over, making the grab is Voss, and that will be out number 3. But the damage was done as 6 runs were put on the board. And the A's lead 6-0. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may be asking yourself, should I get it? Will it help me get back to doing the things I love, like meeting friends or traveling? And can I do it without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, that's normal. So visit getvaccineanswers.org for the latest information on the COVID-19 vaccines. Getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you. A message brought to you by the Ad Council and the CDC.
It costs so little to teach a child to love, and so much to teach him to hate. These simple but profound words from our founder are at the core of each parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting.
Teach me respect.
Teach me patience.
Teach me love.
Visit boystown.org/magnet to receive a Teach Love magnet as a reminder that the change we want to see in our world begins at home, and Boys Town is there to help along the way.
To work out of as they just gave up 6 runs on 7 hits in the bottom of the second inning. They trail 6-0. We'll go to the top of the third. They'll send hitters 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. This will be second baseman Jason Marte. He's from Bronx, New York, 6 foot, 185-pounder. First pitch to him, and they're called strike 1. Marte, a right-handed batter and thrower, a freshman at State Fair Community College in Sedalia. He's going to hit a hard hit ball to center field, but again will come in and catch it for out number 1. So now we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Right fielder Caden Deal. He's 0 for 1, hit into a 5-3 put out. So Deal will step in. 1 out here as we play in the top of the third. That's going to be a tough play for the second baseman, but he's going to get it, make the throw as first pitch swinging, and that is out number 2. He had to backhand it going to his left. Now it'll be center fielder Tommy Reether. So Reether steps in. Tommy had a single his first at bat. He's going to foul that one back, so he'll be down to the count at 0-1. He'll dig back in. 2 outs here as we play in the top of the 3rd inning. That pitch is going to be a line drive. It'll be hit into right field, so Reether will have back-to-back singles. He's hit one to left field, hit one to right field. So he's got a 2-out single. First baseman Carter Mize will step in. Mize has a team-leading 24 hits now. Entered the game hitting a .303 on the season. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. It was a ball that ended up out of the right fielder's glove as he was standing at the base of the wall. As Mize gave it a long right, it's 335. 365 as you go down from the right field foul pole into center field. He'll hit a hot shot to the second baseman. He'll glove to second for one, and that will be the inning. No need to try to get the double play, as that will do the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 6-0 ball game in favor of the A's. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal.
This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
America's veterans have always stepped up and made great sacrifices. But with the COVID-19 crisis, many veterans are struggling to make ends meet or get the care they need. DAV has helped ill and injured veterans for 100 years. But today, the need is greater than ever. You can help. Go to DAV.org to help provide critical support to veterans in need, or to learn more about DAV's free programs and...
As center fielder Patrick McGinn will step in. He's a left-handed batter. First offering from Patton is going to be a high fly ball. Coming over his left fielder about 4 feet to his left is Voss. He will get out number 1 as he retires. Patrick McGinn. Now catcher Dylan Bailey. He is 1 for 1 in the game so far. So he digs in from the right-hand side of the plate as the A's lead 6-0 here at Clarinda over the Jefferson City Renegades. First pitch, that one high. That'll be 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the 3rd. That pitch also upstairs, ball 2. So Patton trying to work through giving up 6 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Next pitch, that one swung on and missed. Takes us to 2 balls and 1 strike. A reminder, since we're on the road and we're so far from home today and we're making the drive back tonight, that it'll be the quickest post-game show in the Midwest. So not much we're going to talk about before we get out of here. That one in the dirt. Takes it to 3 balls and 1 strike. I can tell you it's a long bus ride. It's an even longer walk back, and I rode with the team, so we're going to be quick to get off the air tonight so I can get packed up and catch the bus back to Jeff City. So Patton will look in, get the sign. 3-1 pitch on its way. That one called strike 2. Well, that one might have been on the most outside part of the plate there was, but Home plate umpire says it's a strike. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Patton will shake off 2 signs. Likes the third one from Claro. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Got out number 2, so whatever he was looking for, he got it, and it was the right call as he got Bailey to pull the trigger. So now we'll go back to third baseman, Najee Guthrie. He had a 2 RBI double his last at bat. Only a bat he's had so far. He was part of that 6-run rally in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway with you. We'll be bringing you coverage all season long of the Jefferson City Renegades. That one downstairs, ball 2. If you haven't done so yet, please like our Facebook page. Share a lot of information about the team and what's going on, and get your projected starters for the game and everything else. So please like the page if you haven't done so yet. Next pitch, that one's going to be a high fly ball. Hit towards shallow right field. Coming in, making the grab will be Deal, and it will be a 3-up, 3-down inning. So it's still a 6-0 Clarinda lead as we'll go to the 4th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just going to drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh, man. The selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man. Let's split a ride home.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now there are vaccines, and they are the first step that lets us get back to the things we miss most, like spreading the word without spreading concern, girls tripping instead of solo sipping, and talking smack with a side of mac and cheese. It's okay to have questions about COVID-19 vaccines. Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when COVID-19 vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We will go to the top of the 4th inning as the Renegades will send hitters 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. They'll be led by designated hitter Hamilton Anderson. Allen's first pitch to him downstairs, ball 1. Anderson hitting a .319, entering the game today. Allen also misses the strike zone. Takes the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. A pitch outside, ball 3. Anderson has 22 hits, 4 home runs. That's a team leading total. 18 RBIs. That's also a team leading total. He has 8 walks. Now make it 9. So he's issued a 4-pitch walk. He leads off the top of the 4th inning. Seth Denoyer, third baseman, he'll step in. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. He's hitting a 132 into the season so far. Brady Voss in the on-deck circle. So Denoyer will dig in. First pitch to him upstairs. So the last 5 pitches for Allen have been out of the strike zone. So 1-0 offering. That one outside, ball 2. Keegan Allen on the mound for the A's has lost his control here in the last 2 at batters. Mize will take a healthy lead at first. That one hits the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Denoyer digs back in. Next pitch to him, that inside. Caught the inside part of the plate, though. I don't know where, but they said strike two, so it evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hamilton Anderson takes a decent lead at first base. He was issued a free pass on his at-bat. Denoyer digs back in. 2-2 offering from Allen. Looking on the outside part of the plate, it's going to be a high fly ball hit by Denoyer, as it's going to be grabbed just behind the first base bag in foul territory by Lopez, the second baseman. Well, that will be out number 1. Left fielder Brady Voss will step in. He took a walk and was cut down in the twin killing. Double play. So Allen will go through the full stretch now. He gets the sign. There's the first pitch to Voss. That one upstairs and inside, ball 1. Anderson goes back to a healthy lead at first base. Allen will check the runner on first. Now his next offering. Voss going to lift a high fly ball. It might be in the gap. Left fielder coming over. And it is going to be out of here as Voss hits a 2-run home run over the left center field wall. And he is going to cut that lead from 6 down to 4 as he caught that one and takes it yard. He saw that pitch from Allen and said, send it. That thing went over the left center field wall, and that lead cut to 4 at 6-2. So Joseph Kuhlholz, he'll step in now. As Voss goes yard at his at-bat. Kuhlholz is going to hit a high fly ball to left field. Left fielder is going to come in. Shortstop will come over, though, and make the catch. That'll be out number 2. I'm going to say that was 370 feet on that home run. I don't have a sign over there, but it goes from 340 down the left field line to 395 out in center field, so 370 looks good. Catcher Ale Claro will step in now. 2 outs. First pitch to him down central called strike 1. So he'll be down in the count. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here. Next pitch. That one inside almost caught him on the left elbow. He was expecting that to maybe clip him a little bit, but did not. So that evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, he's going to foul that out, and coming over making the grab is the first baseman. I didn't think he was going to get there, but he does. So that is a 3rd out of the inning. But there were 2 runs put on the board by the Renegades. They cut that lead from 6 down to 4, but they do trail 6-2. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning with the A's lead cut down a quarter. They were leading 6-0, but 2 runs put up by the Renegades. Cut that lead to 4 at 6-2. Well, A's will send hitters 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. It'll be Isaac Lopez will lead off. He is 0 for 1. First pitch from Patton. Missed for ball 1. Patton entering his 4th inning of work here on the mound. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes. First batter he's facing here in the inning. That one dropped in for a beauty. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 runs on 7 hits. That one misses. Takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. 6 runs on 7 hits for the A's. 2 runs on 4 hits. And a high fly ball, mile high, going into left field. Coming over, making the grab is Voss. That will be out number 1. That thing was a mile high in the air. Now batting will be Isaiah Marquez, right fielder. He had a single, his only at bat. Also had, that was a 2 RBI single. That first pitch is outside. Ball 1. Patton trying to work another 1-2-3 inning. Had one last inning. That'll be a slow roller. Marte will get it at second, throw over to first. Demise in time. That'll be a 4-3 put out for out number 2. So now back to the top of the order with left fielder Mason Mainers. Mainers is 1 for 2, has an RBI stand-up triple, and was out with a 5-3 putout. He'll dig back in on the left-hand side of the plate. Shortstop Travis Welker in the on-deck circle. If Mainers can get on here with 2 outs. First pitch got him swinging for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here. Next pitch on its way. That one got the outside part of the plate for called strike 2. So Patton trying again to get a 1-2-3 inning, have back-to-back innings, and win in 1-2-3 fashion. Next pitch, that one in the dirt. So that'll take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're playing here just before 8 o'clock here in Clarinda. The next offering from Patton on its way. That one, same spot downstairs. Ball 2. That evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, we'll try it again. Bouncing ball, and that's going to get through. So it'll be a 2-out single. That one just sent into the gap up the middle. So that will be a 2-out single. So Travis Welker will come to plate. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a fly out to right field. So he'll dig in on the right-hand side of the plate. Runner's going to go to second. Clairot will not throw down there, so stolen base for Mainers. So he'll be standing at second base. Patton throws that one outside. So first offering to Welker goes as a ball. Patton checks the runner at second. That one's going to be hit into left field, so another rally coming through as they're going to send the runner home. And Clairot will get the throw, and I thought he got him, but they say he was safe, and Clairot apparently could not get the tag as he ran by. So Mainers will score. Welker will have an RBI single. It looked like from here that he had the tag on him, but what do I know? So Trevor Andrews, the first baseman, he'll step in. One run has been scored here in the inning. That's now back to a 5-run lead at 7-2 for the A's. Andrews is 0 for 2. Both 6-3 putouts. A pitch outside, ball 1. Welker gets credit for an RBI single. Questionable, but doesn't matter what I think. That's how it's going to go down. Patton's next offering. That one dropped in there, a beauty. Evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Seven runs on 8 hits. 9 hits, rather, for the A's. 2 outs here in this inning. Runner's going to go to second. That one fouled, tipped. It's going to go back to the backstop. So 1 ball, 2 strikes will be the count. Patton looks in, gets the sign. Welker tried to steal second base with that last pitch, but it was fouled back. That one's going to be a little hot shot, hit into left field, and it'll be a single. So runners with 2 outs on first and second. So Talon Mullins-Ohm, the designated hitter, he will step in. He's had a single and a fly out to left field. This might be the night for Patton. That is going to be a pitching change, so Patton will exit the ball game. So we'll see who this is jogging in. I think that's Shane Fontenot, but double check to make sure that's who it is. That should be Shane Fontenot on the mound. Let me double check. We are having a pitching change here. So it is Shane Fontenot, so he enters the ball game. So Fontenot comes in here in relief effort. As I'll get his stats pulled up in just a second. So Fontenot will be on the mound now. So he's a right-handed pitcher out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 6'4", 230-pounder. He's a senior at Arkansas Monticello. He has pitched in 8 games, has a 3-0 record, 2.07 ERA. He's worked 13 innings, had 14 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's only surrendered 9 hits, and he was working an inning and a third on the Friday first game of the doubleheader. He came in and pitched an inning and a third there. So he enters the contest here in Clarinda. Must be having problems with their point streak as Sedalia is hosting Chillicothe. So the Mudcats come to Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia. Don't have a score posted. The only other game that's not happening was Clarinda originally was supposed to host the Omaha Strike Zone team, but that did not happen because of our changes for today. So first game of the doubleheader went in favor of St. Joe as the Mustangs won 13-1. That game was a shortened game. So Talon Mullins-Ohm will step in, 1 for 2. Fontenot inherits 2 runners on the base path. His team trails 7-2. First pitch, called strike 1. So there'll be no balls and 1 strike. Next pitch will be on its way. That one outside corner, strike number 2. Two outs in the inning. Fontenot trying to get out number 3 with just 3 pitches. Wind up, there's the stretch, that one in the dirt. I'll take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So he'll look in, get the sign, check the runner at second. Delivery's on his way. That one called strike 3, ring him up for the 3rd out, as that will get us out of the inning. However, there was 1 run scored, rather, and a couple of hits. So it's now a 7-2 ball game. The A's leading. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
This is my husband, Alex Hussey. Alex is about 2 weeks away from coming home.
And I stopped on the bomb. Lost my legs, my left hand in an explosion.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there. With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small. DAV helps veterans and their families get the benefits they've earned.
Look at that smile! You did it!
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Crooked teeth may embarrass kids whose families can't afford braces. And trying to fix their teeth themselves can make things worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. For children and teens who qualify and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, treatment can be life-changing and help them smile with confidence. Learn more at aaoinfo.org.
Top of the 5th inning, as the Renegades will send hitters 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. Second baseman Jason Marte will step in. He is 0 for 1 on the day as he popped out to center field. So first offering to him can be called strike 1. Inning underway here. Sun continuing to set. It's setting down the third base line behind the dugout. That one, half-hearted swing there, was trying to pull, decided to pull the trigger, but trying to put the brakes on and couldn't get the bat stopped in time. 0-2 count. Pitch on its way from Allen. That one misses upstairs. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. That one swing and a miss. That's out number 1. Top of the order will go to right fielder in Caden Deal. He is 0 for 2, had 5-3 put out, and out on a 4-3 put out. We said the sun going down here behind the third base dugout. 1 out here, first pitch. That one inside, ball 1. Next pitch, that one's going to be hit on a button, caught on the fly by the shortstop. So that'll be out number 2. So now stepping in, center fielder Tommy Reether. He has got a 2-for-2 night going. He has 2 singles, 1 to left field, 1 to right field. So Reether will dig in the on-deck circle Carter Mize. There's a little blooper hit off the end of the bat. Left fielder going back on the run, and he's not going to make it. That was going to bounce to the wall, and Tommy will be at second base. I'll put up the stop sign there, so he's 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. So he's got the hot bat tonight. First pitch swinging. Now first baseman Carter Mize will step in. Mize would like to drive in a run here. Cut that lead down a little bit. Mize has a team leading 24 hits. He'll dig in from the left-hand side of the plate. 2 outs here. Reether on second with that double. First pitch to Mize. Called strike 1. Mize has had a single into deep right field and hit into a 6-4 out. The 0-1 pitch on its way. That one fouled off, so it'll make it no balls and 2 strikes. Mize will dig back in, have to protect the plate here as no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runner on second. A's leading 7-2 over the Renegades. That pitch, that one misses just inside. So take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. As 1-2 count for Mize. 2 outs here. Reether on second base. He'll take a decent lead. Allen will look in, get the sign he's looking for. He'll check the runner. Next pitch. That one's upstairs. Ball 2. That'll even the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turn the lights on here at Clarinda, so they will be getting warmed up as the sun continuing to set. End up being a beautiful day, beautiful evening. The clouds have actually lifted pretty well over here at the ballpark, and you can see a lot of bright blue sky above us. Had some dark clouds this afternoon, but they kept all the raindrops. That pitch way outside. I think slipped out of the back of the hand of Allen. I said, though, first game of our doubleheader had quite a bit of cloud cover, and some of them were a little darker than others. But no rain fell from it, so we were very happy for that. So the payoff pitch, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Mize. That one upstairs walked him. So Mize will be issued a free base. Designated hitter Hamilton Anderson, he steps in. So he will dig in from the left-hand side of the plate. He's hitting a .319 clip. He has 22 hits this season. He'd like to get 23 and some RBIs. First pitch, swing and a miss. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, does have a walk. He was on base when Voss hit that home run. 0-1 pitch on its way. That one's going to be a chopper to the third baseman. He'll field it, step on the bag unassisted, and that will end the inning. As no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on the base path. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still a 7-2 ball game. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Military life can have its challenges, but sometimes veteran life brings more.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Greg Gatson, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans and their families get the benefits they've earned.
Today, I'm an entrepreneur, photographer, and public speaker, and I never tire of standing tall.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just being the best that I can be.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Extinction is forever.
To save America's most iconic and imperiled species from extinction, we must fight for their future. Fight to save the natural lands that wildlife call home. Fight to limit pollution. Fight for smart development. Fight for their future. And fight for ours. For so goes nature. So goes.
Having the 7-2 lead, they'll send batters 5, 6, and 7. That'll be center fielder Patrick McGinn. He will lead off in the on-deck circle. Catcher Dylan Bailey. And then third up will be third baseman Najee Guthrie. So he will dig in. Left-handed batter. 1 for 2 is McGinn. Had a single straight up the middle. And a fly out to left field. Shane Fontenot on for his second inning of work. First pitch caught the outside part of the plate, called strike 1. He will take a step off the mound. Now he'll go back on the rubber. He'll look in and get the sign from Claro. It's the one he's looking for. A 1 offering. That one's going to be fouled back. So that'll put McGinn down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Again, Fontenot looks in. Long look in. And he'll get the sign. 0-2 delivery. That one's fouled off. Almost the same place. So we'll still stay at an 0-2 count. If I can get you a score from Sedalia. So next offering for Fontenot, that's a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 of the night. Out number 1 of the inning. Now catcher Dylan Bailey, he will step in.
Now batting number 24, Dylan Bailey.
So Bailey steps in. He's got a 1 for 2 night with a single to left field. And also has a strikeout. So first offering to him, that one's outside, ball 1. Makes it to 1 ball and no strike. Well, I guess I see why there's no update from Sedalia's. It says, according to their Facebook page, that tonight's game, I think they were, that's ball 2. Let me get my thought here. So 2-0 count now. Last night's game, they were playing at Nevada. Sorry, they're playing Nevada at home. They're swinging a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. So they're playing Nevada at home instead of on the road. That game was pushed back to a start time at 7:30. Then it was canceled because of the rain. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out count. That pitch called strike 2. Says, unfortunately, the rain kept coming, and tonight's game has been canceled. They'll announce a makeup date at a later time. Farmers will be on the road this weekend, back home next week. So their game has been canceled. Should say postponed, probably. So that's why there's no update from that. That went inside a little high. Takes his full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the only games in Meek League action of any kind today have been ours. With the game 1 of our doubleheader going the way of St. Joseph, 13-1, and our second game here, our nightcap. That pitch swung on and missed for strikeout number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fontenot. He has 3 strikeouts. Third baseman Najee Guthrie steps in. He's 1 for 2. Has a 2 RBI double. And a fly out to right field. Must be cutting some grass somewhere here because my allergies are kicking up. First offering to him upstairs, ball 1. The next pitch on its way. That one swung on and missed. Guthrie trying to send 1 yard. Comes up just short, so that Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. This game scheduled for a 7-inning contest. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Is this the makeup game? We came down this way last Friday. Only got one of our 2 games in. Couldn't play on Saturday at Des Moines, so in our trip, we only got 1 of 4 we actually played and completed. That one outside. Claro has a bounce off his knee, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a 7-2 ball game. The A's leading as we play here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one's going to be a slow roller. Denoyer will glove at third, throw over to first. Got him as Denoyer had to put some heat on it, but he got the out, and that will take us out of the inning. It ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up and 3 down. As we'll go to the top of the 6th inning, you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry.
We'll go to the top of the 6th inning as we'll send hitters 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. I'll lead off with third baseman Seth Denoyer. He is 0 for 2 with a fly out. His last at bat. And a strikeout. That one misses ball 1. He flew out. Shortstop caught it, but it was behind first base. That one downstairs, ball 2. So Denoyer heading the count at 2-0. He'll dig back in. Right-handed batter. Tapped the plate a couple times. Allen's next offering. That one fouled way out of play down the first base line. So he took that one opposite field, down in the count of 2 balls and 1 strike. He'll step back in. That pitch, a little chin music there. He'll duck out of the way. Kean Allen still on the mound for the A's as he enters the top of the 6th inning here. That one walked him, so Denoyer will draw a walk. So he will have a leadoff walk. Brady Voss, the left fielder, he will step in. He's got a walk and a 2-run home run. Went about 370 feet over the left center field wall. Like to see him get another homer here. Cut that lead down from 5 down to 3. It's 7-2 right now. First pitch to Voss. In there for strike 1. He's going to hit a little blooper to left field, and that's going to be a single. As Denoyer will go to second, Voss will be standing on first base, so he has got a 2-for-2 night with a walk so far. Shortstop, Joseph Keelholz will step in. He is 0 for 2 with a fly out to left field and a strikeout. They are going to have a conversation on the mound. Turned out, as I said, to be a beautiful night here at the ballpark. Had some dark clouds headed our way this afternoon during Game 1 of the doubleheader, but a lot of the clouds have cleared off. We see some bright, beautiful blue sky above Eberly Field in Clarinda Municipal Stadium. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. We're bringing you coverage of Renegades baseball all season long, as we're the exclusive home for Renegades baseball. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. As I've said, all game and all season long. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, be sure and go on there and like it for us and share it. Share often. Share it a lot. Share it with your neighbors, your friends, your family, anybody you can. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you listening. So no balls and no strikes here. First offering. That one's outside for ball one. Nobody out here. Runners on first and second. Denoyer on second base. Voss on first base. Denoyer took a walk. Voss hit a single into left field. So Allen's going to call time. He'll step off the rubber. Both bullpens busy here for both teams. Allen looks in, gets the sign. His next offering is going to be a chopper down the first base line. It will go out of play. So Keelholz will even the count with that foul ball and 1 ball and 1 strike. But Denoyer jogged back to second. Voss jogs back to first. Both take healthy leads as the Renegades trail 7-2 here at Clarinda. 1-1 offering on its way to Keelholz. That one's going to be a chopper hit to the first baseman. He'll throw over to second for 1 and threw it into the dugout at first. And Denoyer is going to scamper home, and he will score on that throwing error that goes into, thought it went into the dugout, but he will scamper on down home. So Keelholz able to leg that out. Ale Claro, the catcher, steps in. Just 1 out here. First pitch to him, called strike 1. Well, that lead cut to 4 at 7-3. Renegades trailing. Next offering to Claro downstairs. Ball 1. That evens the count on 1 ball and 1 strike. Digging back in is Allen. Claro's going to foul that one down the third base line. So we'll do it again. Count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. So we play in the top of the 6th inning. Renegades have found 1 run on the board so far. Looking for more with just 1 out, runner on first base. That's Keelholz. Next pitch to Claro. He'll hit it off the end of the bat and see if it's going to drop. And coming over, it does not. Tracking it down is the center fielder. Couldn't tell if that was going to make it or not, but it is caught for out number 2. Now stepping in will be Jason Marte, the second baseman. He flew out to center field and struck out last time he was at bat, so he's 0 for 2. First pitch to him. That one just a bit out. Thought it was a bit outside, but called strike 1. Delay called strike 1. A 1 pitch. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. So 2 outs here, runner on first base. That's Keelholz. Marte will dig back in. No balls, 2 strikes. Allen looks in. This might be his last inning of work. 7-3 score. The A's leading the Renegades. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that will be out number 3. But the Renegades were able to score 1 run in the inning. However, they still trail 7-3. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10. doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Goodell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
To me, the most important thing about being in the human race isn't winning. It's participating, living life to the fullest, emphasis on living. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Untreated hearing loss affects our mobility. It increases the risk of falls by 50%. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
For the Renegades, Colin Dimmel has came in. Colin Dimmel comes in. So leading off will be hitters 8, 9, and 1. Second baseman Isaac Lopez will lead off the inning. Get you the line here for Dimmel in just a second. So Dimmel on the mound here as we play in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch inside almost hit him. Lopez had to duck out of that one. So Colin Dimmel, he is from Overland Park, Kansas, a right-handed thrower, 6 foot, 170-pounder. He's a freshman at Emporia. He's pitched in 2 games, has a record of 0-0. He's pitched in 1.2 innings. That one called strike 1. Has 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, given 5 hits. His ERA is 21.60. So I'd like to see him try to bring that ERA down just a little bit. Dimmel looks in, gets the sign. 1-1 pitch. That one a little outside. Take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Dimmel comes in here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Seven runs on the board for the A's, 3 runs on the boards for the Renegades. That pitch swung on and missed. That was a beauty. Just blew the heater by him. It evens the count at 2-2. 10 hits and 3 left on base for the A's. 6 hits and 5 left on base for the Renegades. That one a bit outside. So that'll take us to a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just past 8:30. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you from Clarinda, Iowa, as the Jefferson City Renegades traveling to Clarinda to take on the Clarinda A's. That pitch swung on and missed for out number 1. Stepping in will be second baseman Isaac Lopez. He's 0 for 2. Sorry, that was Lopez. Isaiah Marquez, right fielder, steps in. He is 1 for 2. Has a 2 RBI single and a 4-3 putout. So Dimmel looks in. First pitch to him. Got the corner of the plate for strike 1. Next offering from Dimmel. Forthcoming. That one's going to be a bouncing ball. Keelholz will field it at shortstop. Throw over to first. Tamize at first base in time. Got him. And a 6-3 put out. And will be out number 2. Now back to the top of the order. Left fielder in Mason Mainers. He had a 5-3 put out. A RBI triple. Stand-up triple, I might add. And had a single, so he's 2 for 3. Did have a stolen base as well. So he's hitting a good clip tonight. He's seeing the ball well. So Dimmel will get the sign he wants. 2 outs here as we play. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch, that one upstairs, ball 1. No other games tonight here in Mink League action as they got rained out at Sedalia. So just our first game this afternoon and doubleheader nightcap here tonight. That one called strike 1, evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. First game did not go in favor of the Renegades as the Mustangs won by a final of 13-1. Dimmel's next offering on its way. That one a beauty, called strike 2. Dimmel trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. So Dimmel will step off the rubber, take a breath. Now he's back on. He'll look in and get the sign from Claro. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Claro will get it, throw down to first base. Mize has it, and the out is there. And in the inning, it was a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the 7th inning as it's still a 7-3 ball game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Adam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We worked our whole lives to save, just to spend it on time. With these two, filling buckets of memories. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Because even mild hearing loss doubles our risk of dementia. Yes, dementia. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every...
New pitcher in the ball game, Blake Igniziak. I'll tell you, he has the best first name on the roster. Has the toughest last name to pronounce on the roster. So Blake Igniziak. He's a right-handed pitcher. He comes on to close out the contest. He's a freshman at Palomar College. No clue where that's at. He's pitched in 5 games, has a record of 2-0. He's pitched 13 innings, 12 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 5 hits. So he has a pretty good clip. He's pitching for the A's. As barring a major comeback here by the Renegades, this should end our ball game. As they'll go back to the top of the order in hitters 1, 2, and 3. Caden Deal, the right fielder, he will lead off the inning. First pitch to him. He'll slice it foul. Into the fence, down the third base line. Got about 6 people. Well, there's more than 6 people, but there's probably, a good 24 people sitting down the third base line and got about 6 of them to jump out of their seats there almost. So he rocketed that into the fence. So he's down to the count of no balls, 1 strike. That pitch called strike 2, got him crossed up. That pitch was inside, got it in on the hands, and he couldn't lay off of it in time. So no balls, 2 strikes. Renegades down to their last 3 outs. That one missed, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7-3 ball game. The A's leading your Renegades. That pitch on the outside corner. They'll ring him up. Say out number 1. Stepping in will be center fielder Tommy Reether. He has a 3-for-3 night. He's making a case to move himself up the average for the team. So he will dig in left-hand side of the plate. 1 out here as we play in the top of the 7th inning. Our game's scheduled for a 7-inning affair. That first one called strike one. That's because this is the makeup game from last Friday when we got rained out. And I'll tell you, there will be very little post-game because I got to get stuff packed up and catch the bus. Reether will hit a ball on the button, diving catch for out number 2 by Welker at shortstop. So he dove for that one on the edge of the grass and comes up with it. Now first baseman Carter Mize will step in. He's had a single, 6-4 out. And had a walk the last time he was up. He took that walk. So he'll dig in. Renegades down to their last out. First offering to Mize. Caught the outside part of the plate. Strike one. Renegades trail 7-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. That pitch downstairs in the dirt. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll be off tomorrow, then we'll be back in action on Friday as we travel to Joplin to take on the Outlaws. First time we've traveled to Joplin this season. That pitch down central called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Next offering, downstairs. Takes it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Mize will dig back in, left-hand side of the plate. He'll adjust his batting helmet, rest that bat on his left shoulder. Now he's ready. Swing and a miss, fouled it straight back. Thought it was swing and a miss, but fouled it back, so we'll redo it. Still stays at a 2-2 count. So he didn't get much of it, but got enough to stay alive. Renegades down to their last strike. Last out here. 2-2 offering will be forthcoming. It's on its way. And that'll be a little nubber hit to the second baseman. He'll glove, throw over to first for the out. And that will be a 4-3 put out. And that will close out our game. Unfortunately, it does not go in favor of the Renegades as they drop both games. First game by a final of 13-1. They drop game 2 by a final of 7-3. Well, like I said, I rode with the team, so I want to make sure I catch the bus, so that's going to do it for a broadcast. I got to tear everything down. Till we talk to you on Friday, as we'll be on the road at Joplin taking on the Outlaws, as we'll be at Joe Becker Stadium taking on the Joplin Outlaws. It's an important game for Mid League standings. It's a South versus South Division game, so till I talk to you on Friday, so long. This has been Blake Gazaway. Have a great evening, and hopefully you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Until we talk to you on Friday, with pregame about 6:40, first pitch at 7 o'clock. So long, and have a great evening.
You've been listening to the best game coverage in the Mink League on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball, the Show Me Sports Network, and the Renegades Radio Network. Blake Gazaway, Grayson Smith, and the broadcast crew are the guys that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball